But let's talk about one of the other weaknesses, clearly, of her campaign, which you were talking about months ago, which is the fact that there wasn't really any sort of direct economic outreach or plan to working class white voters in places like Michigan, where you're from. Ed Rendell, the former governor of Pennsylvania, telling the New York Times that the Clinton campaign failed to spread its vast resources outside Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. He wanted the Clinton campaign doing more in the rural white pockets of the state, saying, quote, "We had the resources to do both. The campaign," and this was coming from her campaign headquarters in Brooklyn, "didn't want to do it." Do you think that this is also a large part of what happened?
Yes. I think that also was part of it. I think, how many months was it before she hadn't been to Wisconsin? I know she hadn't been to Michigan much. There was a rush trip at the end there to Grand Rapids. But, you know, I mean, where I come from, where I live in Michigan, so we're used to both parties. The Republican Party, which controls the State House and the governor in Michigan, has contributed to poisoning the people of Flint and still hasn't fixed the problem. So we're used to the treatment of that party. We're also used to the neglect, the benign neglect from Democrats, or I should say the old school Democrats, who basically, once they get in, have a hard time dealing with, especially cities that have large minority populations, or in the case of, say, Detroit, these are majority black cities, and they largely go unignored. They get a lot of lip service. And the funny thing is that Donald Trump kind of saw that and made that point, even though he will be the last person to visit Detroit or Flint to help us. And I think that the people that voted for him in Michigan are going to, again, be up for another rude awakening when they realize he's going to not do a damn thing to make the situation better, and probably will make it worse.